Alright, so basically what I want to show you guys is, this new meta team that came out in July. The team I've been able to come up with to defeat them. So I'm a bit of a purist. I do love to keep synergy, so this is a Zeta Vader team with Savage backing them up. You'll see these other guys, when they got some excellent mods, they're able to take all their turns before I go. So Sith Assassin comes in, cooldown's already bumped up, so I'm definitely on the back foot starting this off. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what works, but the Savage plus Sith Assassin really just brings a survivability and almost a second Annihilate in when you bring in Savage's overpowerability. So I'm definitely getting a beat on, but like Rex does no damage, Kenobi does next to no damage. Thrawn definitely hurts, especially when he gets the fracture thrown out and stuff like that. R2's burning combined with Darth Nihilus is unique. That health down is definitely a rough combo. But so you can see I was able to use Electrocute on Thrawn, bumped him down to below 50% health. Once Savage finally gets his stuff back up off a cooldown, thanks Darth Nihilus, he'll be able to overpower and execute. So I don't really need to worry about Thrawn anymore. Do my best if I can stun him or put an ability block on him, but other than that, there's no point in trying to put damage onto him. He's been controlled. So basically what I'm trying to do from here is use Sith Assassin to pump up my Darth Nihilus so that he can annihilate, hopefully before the other Nihilus can annihilate, and then try and manipulate the battle so that there is no taunt up when it's time for Savage to go. So boom, overpower is available, Thrawn's up, he's out. Now I want to try and control his Nihilus. So got him stun, tenacity up, ruined those plans, but oh well. So you see, he was able to annihilate my Sith Trooper. So Nihilus, his max health just jumped up by a huge amount. Good thing is, 50% of his normal max health and 50% of his boosted max health is still 50%. So all I gotta do is keep Savage around for another couple turns and he'll be able to overpower again. Nihilus doesn't have a whole lot of health steal unless he's leading himself. So just try and control him as much as I can. One more turn. Really no point in attacking him. Keep our 2 pushdowns. So control his cooldowns. Boom. Melt him in the face. And at this point, I really don't even need to overpower, but just for giggles, to prove my dominance, to the face. So that team works pretty good. I tried a couple other combinations, like throwing Kenobi in there. My Kenobi, he's only gear 10 right now. But what I found is that's actually a negative thing, I guess, against the AI at least. You see it put those buffs, those crit immunity buffs, put one up on Nihilus. So Thrawn decided to fracture him, because Thrawn likes to fracture guys with buffs. So now my Nihilus is at a disadvantage. He's not draining force, whereas the other guy is. And you'll see as this plays out, I'm just not going to be able to keep up with the speed his Nihilus is going. Part of this is because my Kenobi doesn't have the survivability that an extra gear level would give him. But even with 2 taunting tanks up and Sith Assassin trying her best to bump speed, because I started off with that debuff and Thrawn fractured my Nihilus, this is a losing match. It didn't work out for me. I've seen this work with Thrawn instead of Sith Trooper. Guy on my shard runs that very effectively, but you see his Nihilus got his special off, and we'll see where mine's at when it finally comes around. Yeah, still, this is my first time being able to drain force. The other guy's already been able to annihilate, and honestly at this point I'm just frustrated. Throwing AoEs out where I shouldn't have thrown AoEs out with the whole team with Retribution up. That's obviously stupid, but yeah, like I said, this is a losing match anyways. So I was able to get these. So Kenobi's down below 50, Rex is down below 50. If I had Savage in the match here, even through foresight, I'd be able to overpower to the face. But yeah, it just didn't end very well for me. So next I tried putting in Dooku. He is not Zeted. You can see that he just doesn't have the survivability, and I think without Nihilist leading, and he's never counterattacking with all these guys with stealth, Dooku didn't work out too well for me. So tried taking advantage of the fact that his basic can't get countered, but Sith Assassin went down fast. And you'll see this ends up being another pretty resounding defeat for me. Dooku getting attacked by people who are in stealth, and it just doesn't help me out here. So the burning effect, that does 15% health damage. You combine that with the wound in the force, Zeta unique from the enemy's Nihilus, reducing my overall health percentage. That burning takes a huge chunk out, and Dooku basically just kills himself from damage over time. You see again, that's just a losing match. Decided to try and bring in Darth Maul, back from the glory days when he's one of my other Gear 11 guys. Figure me if I can get days up against Rex, might have a chance. But you'll see, Thrawn 100% of the time will switch turns with Rex. Rex gets tenacity up, and great, awesome. Throw my AOE out, and I dazed one guy. Doesn't help a whole heck of a lot. So now Maul's sitting the same problem that Dooku had. He's got health down and he's got burning. He's just gonna basically burn alive. There's nothing he can do. Just watch him. Just had to try and take Thrawn down. It just ain't gonna work. Stuck a couple of dots on Rex, and you see Maul. He's on the out now. He's basically dead now. If I got a stun on Thrawn, I got a chance, right? We'll see what happens. We got the taunt up on Kenobi. Nothing else I can do. Still taunting, and he's got retribution. He said just this plays out, and I think his Nihilus is going to annihilate here pretty soon. Worth noting, you saw the Sith Assassin there. So she attacked against somebody with retribution, but also had debuffs. Assassin's unique. If she attacks someone with a debuff, she goes into stealth. And because she's stealth, she doesn't get counterattack. So even if Thrawn has got his unique Zeted so that he counters 100% of the time, Sith Assassin's kind of a soft counter to him. And you see this one just didn't work out. Didn't have the survivability. Game over there. So back again to Savage, just to show you how this typically works out. I'd say went about 90% against this new July meta with him. Again, I always start off in a rough spot. The way this team survives is just its overall durability and its ability to kind of control the opposing turn meter and buff my turn meter with Assassin. So really, really want to try and get my Nihilus to go first. Trying to get a couple more guys debuffed so Force Crush actually does something. So really got everybody's turn meter down, but it put some dots up on Rex. Give me a couple more targets to drain force on. See if I can get Thrawn. Nope. No luck there. I have to hit him again. See, that would have been a 1-2 shot right there if I got a lucky crit. No dice there, but good news is the dots is going to take Rex out. Go ahead and take him down anyways. That put her in stealth, so you see me attacking someone who was debuffed, puts her in stealth. Mostly just attacking Kenobi here, so I don't proc his taunt until I want to. So again, when we attack somebody from stealth, can't get retribution. See if I can clear out his Nihilus. Ouch, he just ate my Savage. That's rough, but the rest of my team has survivability. So the cool thing is, under Vader, Darth Nihilus not only bumps their cooldowns, we also got a strong chance to push their turn meter down too. You'll see, this was kind of a close match, trying to control his Thrawn as best I could. until Annihilate came up. So I knew he very recently annihilated. Thrawn has had a while since he fractured. Thrawn is a bigger threat. Got him down. Now it's basically a race to see who can do the most damage. Trying to get his Nihilist pushed down. Got a lucky hit there. Kenobi freaking taunting. So my Nihilist is basically dead now with that burning effect on there. Got one last hurrah. Try and control his Nihilist. Watch this. Boom! And then from here, all that damage over time on R2. It's pretty much game over for the poor little fella. So all in all, Savage seems to work the best for me against this new team that you see run around a lot. Basically the ability to annihilate, to control their team, just to have that overall survivability to last through fractures. That's what's been doing it for me. Thanks for watching.